Good evening. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so delighted that you're tuning in tonight. My name is Liesl Fisher. I am the Director of Admissions here at Pacific College. And tonight, I'm excited to share with you all the details you could possibly want to know about studying massage therapy, your path as a healer, the career outcomes of massage. This evening, just get comfortable and relaxed. We will be sure to send you a recording of tonight's webinar. So no need to try and memorize all the details. A lot of you may just be getting home from a long day of work, or you could be commuting. So please just listen in, take in the details, and again, we will email you all the details when we finish the presentation as well. All right. So this evening, I'm going to be hosting this presentation with Miss Laura. She's the dedicated representative for the San Diego campus for massage therapy. You may have spoken with her already, or perhaps you already met her in person for a lovely tour. So I do want to bring her on and introduce you as well, as us girls will be co-hosting this presentation tonight.
Hello, welcome. Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you so much for coming. Us ladies are delighted that you guys are tuning in tonight. Again, this evening, we're going to teach you all the details for your program, get you a packet of information, and we'll also be here to help you to get into the school if you decide you want to study with us. Classes are starting in May, and we are still currently accepting students at this time. All right, well, get comfortable, buckle up, because we're going to take you first on a virtual tour. And if I may actually back up for a moment, I do want your eyes to gravitate towards the control panel. This is where you can type in your questions. Throughout the presentation, we will address questions, anything that we haven't had a chance to get to during the presentation. At the very end, hang back and we will do a Q&A and go through any follow-up questions that we haven't had a chance to address. So feel free to drop your comments into that chat box below. All right, you guys, well, let's get started. We're going to take you on a lovely tour of our campus so you can get a deeper sense of your future community, and then we'll go into the programmatic details thereafter. All right, Miss Laura, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you. Well, welcome again. We're going to go through a few slides as a virtual tour of our campus. So to start with, we are here in Mission Valley. So we're very centrally located in Mission Valley, right off all the major freeways. We're right by the Hazard Center, if you're familiar with the San Diego Mission Valley area. So pretty easy to get to no matter what part of town that you're in. We do have a lot of folks that commute from all over San Diego and even outside San Diego for some of our programs. So rest assured, hopefully you can get to our campus pretty easily by our location. And we're about 15 minutes away from the beach, 15 minutes away from downtown. So lots of things to do around this central area by Mission Valley if you haven't already been here. All right, so we're going to start in our main office. It's actually also our bookstore. So you'll usually see Cindy, our lovely Cindy. She oversees the front desk in our main bookstore and front office. And so you can also buy PCHS gear if you want to show your pride. We do sell clothing. We sell a lot of really great books, including textbooks in that store as well. Oh, in the first week of the term, I forgot to mention, you can come and get some free stuff if you wear our blue and gold Pacific colors. So I'm always in there the first week of the term, just getting free swag from Cindy. All right, so we have actually we've condensed to two buildings now. So we do have our upper main building. It also includes our clinic, our library. So we'll go through those in just a minute. But we also have a lot of different classrooms, lounges sprinkled out that building, as well as a middle building down below. We share with a physical therapy office as well. So we have quite a few classrooms sprinkled in between all of the buildings that we have. And you can come visit us for a tour. We are on campus Tuesdays and Thursdays each week. So feel free to schedule a tour with us. We'd be happy to take you around the campus. I'll guide you. I'll leave you with a bunch of information as well to take home with you too if you come visit us. All right, so the number of our students in the class will never exceed 30, but typically you'll only see about 15 to 20 students in any of your classes. So it's really great. It's individual attention. As you can probably imagine, you're going to be working on massage modalities, really practicing on each other and getting to know the body, getting to know different massage techniques that you can use. So very Asian bodywork centric, but we also teach you some Western style classes as well. And then you'll also get a couple business classes as well as anatomy and kinesiology. So this is more of a lecture style classroom that you're seeing. Most of our classrooms though are bodywork classrooms with massage tables set up and ready to go. So we set up all the tables and all the classrooms for our students. And this is an example of the bodywork experience. So these are the classrooms that you'll be in. We actually just revamped our campus. It's much prettier now in these classrooms. But you'll see there is live demos. So the beginning of the class usually starts with some sort of demo of a modality that then you all will go practice on one another. So it's a very intimate experience. You'll get to know your instructors. You'll get to know the different peers in your class. And it's a really great way to just practice and really be hands-on with your learning of the massage therapy certificate or associate's program classes. And we do have very small classroom sizes, like I mentioned, but they also do a lot of individual attention. I forgot to mention from the last slide as well. So they walk around, they give feedback for the instructors, and they really just want you to be successful and do well. So if you're doing everything right, they're going to say, keep it up, keep going. If they have any adjustments that they might recommend to you, this is the time that they will do that during the class so that you can correct your movements and be a stronger massage therapist by the time it's all said and done. All right, this is an example of our Tai Chi Qigong class. This is basically a slow motion martial arts centric class. It's a lot of slow movements. It's considered a self-care class that we teach here, not only for yourself, but also perhaps to teach your clients once you're leaving our program so that they can maintain their self-care in between their massage treatments with you. So this is a really great class. Very calming, and a lot of our students, while they're doing their clinical shift, they might come out into the lawn. You'll see, a lot of people in the grass pretty often doing Tai Chi at our school, so it's really neat. All right, well, this is one of our main common areas. So we have the student lounge in the upper building. This is what you're looking at right now. This also just got a facelift recently, so it looks much prettier, but it's an awesome place. It's a lot of hustle bustle, meal times especially, but this is a nice little communal area for our students to come and hang out with one another, take their meals, just decompress in between classes if they want. And we also have a lot of free stuff that's always in this lounge. There's books and supplies and anything that you can imagine is typically offered for free in this lounge. So it's always kind of a fun place to stop by and see what free stuff you can pick up. But yeah, this is where you'll be for most of your meals. We do have a little kitchenette area too, where you can purchase your food if you want. It's a little self-checkout kiosk. This is another view. This couch is still in there. It's super comfy. Sometimes I'll see people sleeping on it in the evening class times if they're in between classes. So it's always kind of a different vibe in there depending on the time of the day, but lots of socializing and recharging and eating and just hanging out in this common area. It's a nice place to be. This is that kitchenette I was telling you about. So you can actually purchase items. We have a self-checkout kiosk. We actually just put in a ramen station as well. You can make your own ramen if you want. And then of course we have fridge and freezers. You can store your own food if you'd like. We saw a gal in there a couple terms ago making chicken in a big pot and making herself at home in the kitchen. So it's really awesome. You can basically just come and be yourself on campus, store your food if you have a particular diet you want to stick to, or you can buy some of our junk food in the kitchen if you want. There's healthy and not so healthy options, but it's just a great place to come if you don't want to have to drive off campus to get food. And these are the lockers, so you can store your belongings in our lockers. We just ask that you bring a lock, of course. But if you're like me and you come with like 3 bags everywhere you go, you can store them in your lockers and just not have them in the class if you'd like. So that's available to all of our students. And this is a picture from our library. So this is one of our crown jewels of the campus, I consider it. This is also one of the largest Chinese medicine libraries on the West Coast. So I would love to show you around and take you in. You'll have access to this library of resources, which all of our textbooks are available in for checkout up to 2 hours at a time. And then many of the books rather are available for 2-week checkout in the main physical library too. So just know all of the books that you need, they are available in the library. If they're not able to be checked out for 2 weeks, you can at least check them out for 2 hours from the front desk and scan sections to yourself, or maybe make copies if you don't already have those textbooks on hand. So you'll never go without having access to your books, even if you're just starting the program and haven't quite ordered them yet. Just know this is a great resource to come to. The library is your friend. You can get a library card and access the library as a student while you're on campus. And this library is actually open to the general public, although we don't let the public just come and check out books because we can't track them down. We want to make sure the books are available to our students. So just know it's another nice quiet study space as well if you just want to go and either be in a quiet environment to study or just decompress once again after class. Lots of research and reference materials. So along with the textbooks, you'll see we have quite a few different books as well related to massage therapy, acupuncture, and even yoga resources. So we have a medical journal section, lots of different places you can go in our library to find all types of information on Chinese medicine, not just massage therapy. And like I said too, we do have several dedicated workspaces, quiet study rooms. So the library is one of them. We also have a quiet study room in our middle building as well, where you can kind of close yourself off. If you want to do a study break with a group of people, you can do that. There's also even a separate room inside that study room where you can check it out, I believe, for 2 hours at a time if you want to do, really in-depth studying and focus maybe by yourself or with a small group. There's a table and a few chairs in there that you all can go in, lock yourself away and study and really focus and not be in the main quiet room. And this is our beautiful clinic. So this has also gotten a revamp. We need to update these pictures to the new beautiful campus look that we have. But this is our clinic. So our clinic is also open to the general public. That's where we get a lot of our business from. And we actually do, I think the last numbers that we found out are at least about 40,000 treatments per year. So we're super busy. It's a very popular clinic. It is in our upper building on campus, right next to the bookstore in the main office. So a lot of folks will come in here because they can get discounted massages and acupuncture treatments. It's basically like a haircutting school environment where you can come and get those discounts on treatments done by our senior level students. So this is the front desk, and the clinic offers, like I said, discounted massage, acupuncture, cupping, lots of other treatments available to you as well through these healing arts. But this is our main office front desk area of the clinic, where people will come check in for their appointments. And of course, this is the main opportunity for you to practice what you're learning in the classroom. So you'll actually, your very last term of the certificate program, your third term, you'll be doing a practice shift in our clinic, actually a clinic shift where you'll take up to 3 clients during a 4-hour shift. It's part of your curriculum, so it acts as a class, but basically it's really allowing you to tone your skills or really kind of just finesse what you've learned and start feeling comfortable with serving random strangers from the public. And of course, you can invite your family and friends in if you want, maybe during the times that you're doing your clinical shifts, and perhaps do, massage treatments on your family and friends. But otherwise, you'll just be assigned to other folks that have come in and scheduled appointments during the time that you're doing your clinical shift. And there we are. So that is the end of the virtual tour. One last thing I want to mention too is we encourage you to take your clients with you. So for instance, when you're doing your clinical shifts, say you're making amazing connections with these folks that are coming and getting treatments, we actually give you business cards to give away to them so that you can keep them in your back pocket and maybe take them as your own clients when you leave us. So you can build your client base while you're in the clinic, while you're practicing all the modalities at the same time. So it's a really great opportunity if you want to work for yourself to start building your client base when you're in the clinic. So you'll meet lots of people, and I'm sure lots of people will want to stay with you. It is a field of loyalty. If you're healing them and making them feel better, chances are they want to come back to you. So keep that in mind when you're doing your clinical shift. It's great to network while you're in there. All right, so I think, this is the slide to tell you more about the school. So welcome again to Pacific. We have our origin story. We started here in San Diego in the 1980s. We actually started in the Hillcrest area, if you're familiar, and we quickly outgrew that area and have moved to Mission Valley. We've been here ever since. So just know we're very centrally located. Like I mentioned, we do have massage, acupuncture, and some online programs through our campus. And we even have our sister campuses in Chicago and New York. So just know that provides perhaps an opportunity to bounce around to different campuses. If you wanted to go do massage in New York, you're welcome to. We would just guide you on transferring back and forth between campuses if you wanted to try to do that. And the program, I think, is slightly different too, so we would want to guide you, but just know that it's a great networking opportunity to know that we have students and alumni all across the country that you could potentially connect with. So why study here? I'm going to go through these bullet points and give you kind of a realistic picture, but this is all based off of a student survey that we've given. So this is actually answers that our students have given us on why they chose us over other colleges or other schools that they might have been looking at for massage. So first and foremost was the faculty, which I love. Our faculty are awesome. They are all professionals in the field of massage. They've been in the industry for at least 15 years or more. And so just know, they'll know the industry, the current industry, and really be able to give you that guidance and insight of, how to immerse yourself in the massage industry and be successful as well. So the faculty, they're very passionate. Of course, they're subject matter experts. Get to know your faculty, pick their brains all the time if you have questions, even just about how they started their own business. Dean Deb, the dean of our program, is amazing as well. She loves to get to know our students and also teaches a couple classes. And we even have some alumni teaching our classes that went through our program. Dr. Jeffrey Odner actually teaches most of our Tai Chi Qigong classes, and he is our alumni from our campus, from the acupuncture doctoral program, and I believe he also did the massage program too, if I'm not mistaken. So just know he has his own practice. He's awesome. All of your teachers are just so passionate about what they do, and they're really approachable. Our school is, it's really great in that it's an open door policy almost anywhere you go. If their door is open, you're welcome to pop in, and they're so welcoming and just available to their students. And, if there's issues that you need extra help in the class, there's lots of different resources available, and the instructors are just really, really helpful in making sure that you're set up for success while you're in the program. So yay, faculty. We do have also faculty bios. If you all want to check those out, they're on our website. We can also email you the link if you want to reach out and ask for that if you can't locate that. But there's a lot of great bios on our faculty on our website too that you can peruse through and see who we have teaching. All right, our integrated curriculum. So we teach both Eastern and Western modalities. However, it is very Asian bodywork centric, like I mentioned. So most of the classes that you'll take are going to be all Asian bodywork, like Tui Na, Tai Chi, Thai massage, cupping. So there's quite a few different techniques that you'll learn. And then you'll even get into some of the Western style, like circulatory Swedish massage. So just know we want you to be very well-rounded, have a lot of different tools in your tool belt to be able to go and be a successful massage therapist. No matter what treatment people are asking for, you're going to know how to do it. So yeah, very, very integrated in that way. It is all on campus. All of these classes are on campus in Mission Valley for the massage program. So no online offerings, but just know it's a very flexible schedule that we'll talk about too. We do have Monday through Saturday classes for the massage classes, and we also have an evening schedule. If you wanted to be a full-time massage therapy student, you can still have a full-time 9-to-5 job and still be able to make this work, because our evening shift of classes is typically 5:30 to 8:30 or 5:30 to 9. Each of your classes are only once per week for 3 to 4 hours. So that makes it super, super easy. You're not coming to the multiple sessions of the same class throughout the week. You just come to the one session on the day and time that you choose, and you continue coming to that one session the entire term. So lots of offerings. We have morning, afternoon, and evening class sections that you can choose from. And there's typically at least 2 or 3 different options for each class that you have to take. So we'll help you schedule your first term of classes. We'll get you the schedule, which is actually being released next month for our spring students. So, if you are interested in applying, I encourage you to do it sooner than later, because the folks that are already accepted, they're going to get what's called priority registration for their classes for spring, which means they're the first in the hopper to be able to pick their classes before they start filling up, and they do fill up. This program is super popular, and there's definitely some days and times that will fill up really quickly just because they're, popular times to come to class. So just know we'll help you, but if you do want to get an ideal schedule without having to pick and choose between some classes that might be full, apply sooner than later. We can get you accepted really quickly once we get all your documents in, and we'll help you with that. And then you'll be on our priority registration list at the end of February, so we can help you get your classes scheduled, and you'll be happy with the days and times you're coming. All right, our network, I mentioned this as well, but we do have our sister campuses in Chicago and New York, and this offers just that networking experience to be able to not only connect with different campuses, but connect with perhaps our alumni network across the country. We even have a lot of international students that come to our college, which is really excellent to be able to immerse yourself with lots of different people from different, regions and different backgrounds, different cultural, elements involved too. So it's just really, really cool. A lot of healers from across the world come to our schools. So you'll meet a lot of different people from a lot of different walks of life, but at the end of the day, they're all here to heal and to become healers and to be able to help people. So you're in a like-minded group of peers when you do come here. Our clinic experience. So we do have our clinic shifts that are tied into the program. So you will do that third term clinical shift I mentioned. You will work in the clinic for 4 hours. You don't get paid because it's part of your curriculum, but you'll do one shift for 4 hours in the week in your final term. And that's where you'll see up to the 3 clients during that shift. And that's just your way to practice and perfect what you've learned in the classroom, and to be able to start feeling more comfortable working on live bodies and getting to know different body types. You're going to get a lot of different body type experiences from the people that come into our clinic. Like I said, it's open to the public. So we get people of all age ranges, all walks of life, and it's really great for you to be able to practice on lots of different people. All right, so we are accredited, of course. Last but not least, our accreditation is awesome for a massage program. It's actually very atypical for a massage school to have our accreditation, but we are California Massage Therapy Council School, which means we're approved and accredited programmatically through that council. And we're also accredited through WASC regionally, which is the Western Association of Schools and Colleges, which is really one of the gold standards of accreditation across the West Coast. Many of the major colleges all up and down the West Coast have this same accreditation, and it just goes to show you that we've been vetted. Our college has been vetted and accredited to the highest standards, and just know that you'll be leaving us with so many tools in your tool belt to be successful, no matter if you only take the certificate program or if you go for the full forced, associates of applied science. So no matter where you leave us, you're going to be prepared to be a licensed massage therapist right afterwards. We'll teach you how to apply for that licensure and get all squared away so that you can go out and start making money and helping people. I think the next slide might just be our WASC accreditation slide. Let's see. Yep. So this is our Western Association of Schools and Colleges accreditation. That is that regional accreditation for our college. And I think that's all I have for you right now. Liesl, do you have anything you want to add?
No, it was absolute perfection, and just a wealth of information. And guys, I want you to know that you're going to get a top-notch education here, and you're going to also have a deep sense of community. So, our intention in sharing this information with you tonight is not for you to have to memorize it all, but just for you to know that you have found really the best education that's offered in San Diego for massage therapy. And if you want to be the best, this is where you come. So we want to share with you more about what you're going to be learning and the classes you're going to be taking. And so next we're going to take you through what you can expect here at Pacific College. And I just want to thank you again, Laura. That was a wonderful roll-up, not only of our campus, but of also all the multitude of different things we have to offer here. And if you do want to come in for a campus tour, you let us know. We'd love to meet with you one-on-one. Here at Pacific College, not only can you learn massage therapy, but you can also learn quite a bit more. Sometimes our students want to go on and continue their education with us, and you may too. It's only natural. The more you know, the more you can heal. Now, that massage therapy certificate that many of you are interested in tonight, it's only 11 months, so it's really fast and it flies by. And it's all you need to be licensed, as Laura was mentioning. But if you're craving a little bit more wisdom and you've always wanted to have a formal degree, you can earn it with us. What's really exciting is your massage therapy certificate will directly transfer into our associate's degree here. So if you have a craving to study a little bit longer, for only 8 more months, you can then walk away with an associate's degree and be considered a holistic health practitioner. So just something to keep in your back pocket, no pressure, but just come talk to us if that calls to you after you finish your massage therapy training. Additionally, if you're feeling called to step deeper into your role as a healer, you can also learn acupuncture here with us. The beautiful thing about that associate's degree is it will help you to become qualified for your acupuncture studies. We do offer a master's and a doctorate in acupuncture. And to apply for that master's degree, you need to have at least 60 college credits. And that associate's degree is actually equal to 60 college credits. So a lot of our students use the associates to bridge the gap. And again, we also offer a doctorate here. So just wonderful things for you to know about. Finally, we also teach medical cannabis, and we're very proud of this. We are trailblazers. We were the first accredited school in the nation to offer a certificate like this. And what it does is it's designed to educate you on proper usage and dosage, so you can educate your clients on proper usage and dosage. And that really goes hand in hand with pain management and reduction of stress, which will be a large majority of the patients or clients that you're working with in the field. So they do go hand in hand. All right, well, let's get into the curriculum for massage therapy. After all, that's what we're here to learn about tonight. Now, I want you guys to know we don't expect you to know anything about the body or massage therapy whatsoever. This is a complete career change for you, and we understand that, so we're going to teach you everything from the ground up. It's going to be the most enjoyable learning experience you've ever had. You're going to come to class, get a massage, and then practice on your classmates. The teacher will demonstrate, and then you're going to practice on one another. It's through this that you're going to learn what feels good and what doesn't. What's the right pressure? What's too light? Additionally, it's really interesting how it imprints on your body. And then you seek to repeat that on somebody else. And of course, your loved ones are going to be rather happy because you get to practice on them. Right away, we teach you 2 techniques within your first term. Now, as Laura was mentioning earlier, our roots are in Chinese medicine. So you're going to see an undercurrent of a lot of Eastern modalities, but then we also have a beautiful blend of Western modalities. So your first term, you will learn Swedish massage. This is a very popular Western modality. It's really good for stiff neck and shoulders. 9 times out of 10, your clients will request this massage. So it's really good that you learn it from the beginning. And it's just a terrific technique. So you're going to have that in your tool belt right away. The other technique that you're going to learn is a more Eastern technique, and it's called Tui Na. Think of acupressure with this technique. This technique is very versatile, and so I love that we teach it to you because it's done with the clothes on. Your client can be standing up or lying down, and it's good for all ages. So for children, your elderly community, it's very versatile. It's also really good for emotional releases. You're going to learn about 60 acupressure points, and then you're going to learn how to massage those points. And it's a lot of fun. So those are 2 modalities you're going to learn right away in your first term. The other things we're going to teach you right away is about those bones and muscles. So you're going to learn about the bones and muscles, and all the curriculum is woven together really beautifully so that you have those aha moments when you come to class. What I mean is all the teachers know exactly what all the other teachers are teaching. And this is key, so that when you get out of one class and you go into the next, the topics are related and interwoven. So after you get out of your anatomy class, your next course would be, let's say, for example, circulatory Swedish. Well, after you just finished learning about those key bones and muscles, you're now going to learn to massage those same bones and muscles. So this is how the learning is woven together really well. And that's designed with you in mind so that you really flourish in the program. Another class that you would not necessarily be expecting to take with us right away is a business class. It's called Public Safety and Business Ethics, because we're all about getting you into the career immediately. And as Laura said, you're going to have 2 business classes, one at the beginning and one at the end. So right away, we're having you think about the type of setting you want to work in, longevity in the field, self-care, just really setting you up for success. And I really love this. So that's just a quick roll up of some of the classes you're going to take your first term. And as Laura was mentioning earlier, you can be a full-time or a part-time student. You can take classes at night, on the weekends as well. So we'll find a schedule that works for you. As you progress on into your second term, it becomes even more exciting. We teach you deep tissue massage, you learn more anatomy, you also get an elective. I really love this because it's your way to customize your education. So there's a whole list of electives you get to choose from. And the elective that you pick, the dean is going to make a separate certificate for you. And this certificate is your way to highlight you're like a subject matter expert in a specific type of massage. It's really good for your marketing and a way to stand out amongst other massage therapists in the community. Some of the electives that we offer are Lomi Lomi massage. This is a Hawaiian technique. Cranial sacral, which is just focusing on the head. Prenatal massage. We offer a massage technique that's specifically for geriatric, which is like your elder community, and post-surgical disorders. So if you want to work with people, after they get out of any type of medical treatments. We also offer aromatherapy, sports massage, if you want to work with athletes, and a whole list of others. It's hard to choose just one. But again, you get to choose the elective that you take. And we do it in the second term after you've already gone through, a first term with us, had a deeper sense of what your interest is. And if you need help picking an elective and you want that advisement, come in and talk to us. You can also sit down with the dean. She has an open door policy. Tell her what your career goals are, and she'll help you to pick the right elective for you. As we progress onto the third term, it is your time to shine. You get that clinic experience that Laura was mentioning earlier. You're also going to take some additional classes with us, and we're teaching you some more interesting tips and tricks. You're going to learn to do cupping and also gua sha and chair massage. So cupping, there's a picture of it here. This is really therapeutic. It's so great, especially if people have knots in their shoulders or in their back, and you just need to get that knot out really well. Cupping is phenomenal for this. It's also really great for your athletic community. You will often see people walking around in the gym, proudly showing off their cupping marks. If you've ever seen anyone with circular bruise marks, that's what that's from. It's really good for detoxing, and the athletic community just loves it. And so it's terrific that we teach you this, because you may have clients that just strictly want cupping, and that's fine. Again, you can offer that to them. The other thing that we teach you to do is gua sha. Gua sha is a really great technique for getting out knots as well in the body. A lot of women use gua sha for their face. It's like a jade blade, and you'd use like a scraping technique. And so it's just a tool that you would use as a massage therapist to help, again, to work out the knots. It's fantastic skill that we teach you, and something that you'll have in your tool belt as well. The other exciting thing that happens in your final term is that clinical shift. So this is once a week for 4 hours, and you can choose the time and day or weekend shift that works best for you. And this is where everything comes to life that you've been practicing. Now, I will tell you, not all massage schools have a clinic. In fact, most massage schools don't. And the only practice you get is on each other in the classroom. And that's helpful, But I'll tell you what, your real confidence comes from your clinical shift, because it's important for you to work on people that you don't know and bodies that you haven't seen before. So you can really step into your confidence and also build your business. So in that final term, you're going to work on all different types of individuals. Sometimes folks come in because they just want a massage because it feels good and they want relaxation and therapeutic. Or maybe somebody's coming in who's an athlete and they're trying to, seek for you to help them to maintain peak performance. Or maybe somebody's in pain. Whatever it is, you'll be there to help them, and you're going to be guided by the best clinical supervisors you could ever imagine. So you're going to be learning a lot from us, and it's going to be so much fun along the way. You're going to come out transformed. Also, you're going to come out transformed because you yourself will be receiving an incredible amount of body work throughout the process. As you can imagine, when you come to class, you get a massage, so you'll be feeling pretty good. Even if you're working all day long and you're coming to class, you're going to be happy that you came to class. It'll be worth it. And you're going to make really deep, lasting relationships along the way as well. All right. Let's talk about the clinic experience a little bit more. So going to school here really provides this unique opportunity because we've been established for so long and we're known in the community as being a school and a clinic. The folks, come in consistently and they're always booking. So you'll never be shy on having clients, which is so important. Again, you're going to take your clients with you when you graduate. You're learning from the best out there. So all of the supervisors and the teachers, they're still in the field. A lot of schools will hire like recent grads or folks that are retired, not here. The clinic supervisors have a thriving practice outside of Pacific College. So they certainly have a pulse on the industry and what's, hot and what the community is asking for. So you're going to learn from the best of the best. We do have very diverse patients. And one thing I will tell you is we also treat pregnant women. Now, this is a really special situation. Not all schools have this because you need a certain insurance to do it, and we have it. But this gives you a great deal of experience, and it's priceless experience because this is also a certain type of, client that you could potentially want to work with when you graduate, so you can get that experience here. We have great hours and we also offer discounts. So tell your family and friends about us and you as a student. When your class is out, swing by the clinic. Keep up the self-care. Come in, get treatments. Not only can you get a reduced cost massage, you can also get acupuncture very affordably. So while you're with us, take advantage of the family and friend discount and always take care of yourself. All right, let's keep going. I want to talk with you next about the career outlook. After all, this is going to be a change of career for many of you, and I have good news, nothing but good news to share with you. So the BLS is where we get our data from. This is the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and we have great news to share. Massage continues to grow much faster than the average at a 22% growth rate. It's quoted as one of the top careers to be in. That's amazing. People are looking for alternative ways to feel better, non-addictive pain management, massage, acupuncture. We're coming out of such a long period of isolation where people haven't received any type of healing touch in quite a long time through the pandemic. And a massage can do wonders. It can do absolute wonders. So you're really helping to heal your community emotionally and physically, and it's such a rewarding opportunity for you. You will be booked and busy, and there's so much potential. I have more good news. The salary is quite great, as you see below, earning up to $83,000 annually. Of course, the amount that you make is going to be based upon tenure in the field and where you work. But if you're willing to work hard and put yourself out there, there's so much opportunity. You can, of course, work for yourself or work for others. Massage therapists are everywhere these days. They're not just in spas, they're in medical clinics as well, working alongside physical therapists, trainers, athletic trainers, working alongside acupuncturists, chiropractors. They're even in dental office these days. I don't know if you guys knew that, but massage therapists are really everywhere. You can even order a massage therapist these days, similar to the way that people order an Uber. There's an app you can download and request that a massage therapist come to your home. This is another great way for you. You can pick and choose who you wish to treat, and those that you don't, you don't have to. The fact that you can pick and choose your own hours and where you want to work and how much you want to work is one of the reasons that this is listed as one of the best jobs. The best jobs. So when you Google it, you'll see that US News has called it to be one of the best jobs. And the reason is because of the flexibility and the salary, and you're happy, you're feeling a reward from what you're doing. The job satisfaction is incredible. So massage therapy is also considered one of the top 10 low stress jobs. Wow. Top 10 low stress jobs. That's everything I could want for you. Maybe some of you are leaving your current profession because you're just burnt out and it's not fun anymore, or it's not rewarding. This will always be rewarding because you figure when you're done healing your client and the treatment's over and they stand up and they look at you and you look back at them, they're going to stand up a little taller. There's going to be a softness in their eyes. They're going to be able to take a deep breath. They're in a much better place than they were an hour ago. And that's so rewarding. You, at the end of the day, are going to know that you made somebody feel better and you gave them a sense of peace and you help soothe their body emotionally, physically, and they're always tied together as well. So these are great statistics that I just wanted to share with you, and I hope that gets you excited to know that you're certainly entering into a career that you're going to love, absolutely love. Where can you work? I just want to share with you some ideas because it's so much further reaching than you may have imagined. As I was mentioning earlier, massage therapists are everywhere. So here we see a lovely resort town. You think of all the most beautiful places in the world, there's a massage therapist there. So if you have a passion to travel, you can travel. We have our graduates working on cruise ships, high-end resort towns, working seasonally, coming back in the area. I mean, it's really limitless if you have a passion to travel. We also have like a spa-like setting, working alongside athletes. And again, if you want to travel on a cruise ship, we've recently acquired a relationship with the San Diego rugby team. I didn't get to mention this earlier, but it's an enormous opportunity for you. So for all of you out there who want to work with athletes, when it comes time to doing your clinical shift, you can actually do your clinical shift with the San Diego rugby team. This is a new relationship that we acquired. And rather than doing your clinical shift here on site, you would actually do it at the stadium and work alongside athletic trainers and massage therapists, and it looks so good on your resume. So I just want to throw that in there. We have so many opportunities for you, and it's really limitless what you can do with this education. And if you're not quite sure the type of setting you want to work in at this time, that's okay. You will develop that over time. And it's also something you can sit down and talk with our dean with. Finally, when you enter into your clinical shift and you start to work on all these different types of bodies, it will come to you and you will realize, oh, it's the senior community that I really want to work with, or, oh, it's the athletic community, or I really want to help with stress and physical pain. Again, the clients, it'll call to you the more experience you have. So again, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat box. We'll go through them when we finish, and we're almost at the very end. I am going to bring Laura back on. I want her to share with you the next steps. If you decide you want to study with us and you're ready to begin your path as a healer, again, classes are starting in May, and we're currently accepting students at this time. 1 week from today, 1 month from today rather, the schedule is to be released. So all accepted students we'll be able to start registering at that time. So if you know that you want to study with us, please don't wait on these next steps that Laura is going to go over with you, because we want you first in line to register to pick out your classes.
Thank you. So you have started the first step. You're meeting with us tonight. So thank you again for joining us and spending your evening or a portion of your evening with us. So we are here in admissions to help you with any questions, to go through the curriculum, do a deeper dive if you'd like to. That's what we're here for. So we really want you to have all the material, all the research done that you need before you start attending classes. So first and foremost, you'll need to apply. There is an application fee of $50, but the application is super painless. It's about 3 pages. It's just your personal information for the most part. So just know that once we get your application, Liesl or myself will follow up with you almost immediately. If it's late in the evening, it'll be the next day, but just know that we'll get in touch with you within 24 hours in most cases, if it's a business day, and we'll help you with next steps. So the next steps is just to order your official high school transcripts. That's all we require. And if it's been a while since you've done high school and perhaps you've done a college degree as well, you can waive the high school transcripts and just send us your official college transcript showing a completed degree on file. Either or will work. And for any of our military folks, our veterans out there, your application fee is waived. So thank you for your service. You'll just want to select that you're using military funding in the financial section of the application, and they will waive the application fee when you get to the final page, which I love. So beyond that too, our veterans only have to send us their DD 214. So basically just the paper showing that you are now a veteran from the military. That will waive you having to get either your official high school transcripts or your official college transcripts. So we want to make it as easy as possible for you all. And we'll help you too. If you're not sure where to go to order your transcripts, Liesl and I are investigators. So we will go online, we will Google your school and figure out where you need to go to order them. Many schools nowadays, they use electronic ordering systems, so it's super easy for the most part. Every once in a while, we might run into a school that does only snail mail or only fax. We will help you if that's the case. It's very few and far between. Most people will just get their transcripts ordered electronically, and we'll get them between 24 to 48 hours after they order them. So super easy. And then last but not least, we do expect a personal statement from you. It could just be 2 to 3 sentences or a short paragraph of what has brought you to the massage therapy field. Why do you want to be a licensed massage therapist? You know, what is moving about massage therapy to you, and what's going to motivate you to be successful in the field at the end of the day when it's all said and done and you leave us with your certificate and get your licensure. So that's what we want to see: application, transcripts, and your statement. Once we get those 3 items in, that's when we can review your application for acceptance. That usually happens within a day or 2, so we work really, really quickly here. We are a smaller college, so you're going to get individual attention from myself or from Liesl or from our coordinators. If they're, you know, needing something from you, they might send you an email about your transcripts, but just know you're going to get a very personal experience from us. So you'll get to know us. I have a lot of students that come and just hang out in the office with us sometimes because they're on campus and we haven't seen each other for a while. So it's a really, you know, it's a fun process. We try to make admissions as fun as possible. I know it can kind of sound boring, but we'll get you through it as painlessly and quickly as possible. And we'll also help you schedule your first term of classes, like I was mentioning. So we'll work with you individually. I set up phone calls or campus visits with all of my students so that we can really hash out a schedule that will work for you realistically. And just like I said, and I know Liesl mentioned, super flexible schedule. I think one time in my whole span of being here, I haven't been able to find a schedule that works for someone. Every single other person, you know, barring, you know, random disasters, there's always a schedule that can work for you as long as you can make it to the campus for at least a couple classes. As a part-time student, that works as well. So just know we're here for you. We're here to support you in your journey and your research. And feel free, like I mentioned, schedule a tour with me on campus if you'd like. We'll give you some free treatment vouchers if you're a first-time patient in our clinic, so you can check out massage therapy firsthand and kind of secret shop us and get a massage by some of our senior level students if you'd like, so you can check out the environment before you even commit. And at the bottom of the slide, so if you all, I don't see any questions or chat quite yet, but if you all have specific questions that you want answered, just know that you can also, if you want to just screenshot this, the admissions-sd@pacificcollege.edu. That's us. Feel free to reach out. We'll get your email. We'll respond as quickly as we can, and we'll help you with next steps too, in case you do have questions. And I think that's it. Liesl, anything else that I'm missing?
No, that was terrific. We'd love to meet you all. So, please, of course, this environment is lovely too, but if you'd like to come down for a tour, like Laura said, come see us. We do personalized tours on Tuesday and Thursday, and it really is a personal experience. So we look forward to working with each and every one of you. You're going to get an email in about an hour from us. So if you didn't take a screenshot, or if you did, great, but also you're going to hear from us within an hour. We'll put the link to apply so you have it at your fingertips. And if you have questions, you can respond to that email as well. And like Laura said, the moment you apply, you'll be hearing from us. So additionally, I want to add, if you're referred to the college, we have a gift for you. We can waive your application fee. So definitely reach out to us. Let us know if you're a referral, because we want to make sure that we can waive that application fee for you as well. Well, guys, I'm so glad that you tuned in tonight. There's no questions in the chat?
It looks like we just got a couple. So how much is the cost of tuition? The cost of the entire tuition for the classes is $16,140. We do offer financial aid to those who qualify as well. We have a whole financial aid office that can assist you with the free application for federal student aid if that's an interest for you. It's all based off of your income, and they can let you know what you qualify for. We also have payment plans, and you only pay as you go here. So it's all self-paced. You pay for only the classes that you're taking each term, with any other applicable additional fees, such as, for instance, like an administrative fee or a technology fee that you'll see each term with us. But we will hash that out. Like I said, before you even start classes, we're going to get you a financial plan together, make sure everything looks comfortable before you do start, so you can make sure this will be sustainable for you to finish the program. Any other thing you want to add as far as cost goes, Liesl? I'm going to go into a couple other questions if not.
Also, just for our veterans, we work with veteran funding. So we do have a large veteran population here. So I want you to know that as well. And but not only will you have Laura and myself here to help you, you're going to have a dedicated financial advisor, as she was mentioning, to go over that personal payment plan. Let's see. Someone's asking, how often do new terms start? So we only enroll for one term at a time. So, but our students are in school year round. So the 11 months, within that 11 months, there are 3 terms. So the timeline and progression is as follows. First term is going to be May to August for your first term, 3.5 months. You'll have a 2 to 3 week break. Come back September through December for term 2, another 2 to 3 weeks off, and then January to April, and then you're done, and then you have a formal graduation, and you're going to walk the stage with your classmates. So the contact for our veterans, so Danielle Corral is our contact. We also have a inbox that you can email tonight. Laura, can you drop the VA contact in the chat, and you can reach out to them. As a veteran, they need a couple things from you: your certificate of eligibility, specifically, and but they'll have their own little checklist for you, so we'll get you covered. How many years? It's 11 months only to complete. So under 1 year for the entire certificate. Let me see. I'm just going to go through these questions really quick. Oh, if you're interested in okay. So if you do the certificate and then you want to do the associate's degree, it's only 8 more months. So total timeline to completion is 19 months. This is much quicker than a community college. Typically at a community college, an associate's degree would be 2 years. So, it's really fast. So 11 months for the certificate, plus an additional 8 months for the final 2 terms. And then when you complete that, you'll walk away with the associate's degree. You can take time off in between the two programs, absolutely. A lot of students do. So they complete the certificate, get licensed, start working, and they come back and they do the associates. And at that time, they may also want to be part-time because you're starting your business. We've had students take years off and then they come back. So either way, you'll know what's best for you when you reach that point on your path. We do take the post 9/11 GI Bill. Yes, and thank you so much for your service. We do have nighttime classes. Those nighttime classes are from 5:30 to 8:45. We even have some Saturday classes from 9 to 1 and 1 to 4:30. And guys, I know it's Saturday, but think about it. You're coming to class, you're getting a massage. It's highly worth it. It's kind of like your personal wellness day. What are the hours for full-time students? Well, if you're full-time, you're going to take 5 classes total. Now, how you take those 5 classes is up to you. You could do one a day, right? So you're going to come 5:30 to 8:45 Monday night, 5:30 to 8:45 Tuesday night, etc. So this is option A. If you want to come strictly at night and be a full-time student, you'll take classes Monday through Thursday. And then we have a Saturday morning option, so you take Friday night off. This is scenario 1. Scenario 2 is you condense the days that you commute and you take multiple classes a day. So you're still taking 5 classes, but now you do 1 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, 2 on Wednesday, and you're done. So these are different scenarios. You can also do it in other ways. Maybe you take, 1 on Monday, like, I'm trying to think of the different ways that we schedule student. 1 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, 2 on Thursday, and you're done for the week. The morning classes are from 9 to 12, and then we also have a midday from 1:30 to 4:30. So there's something for everybody, as Laura was mentioning earlier. And I'm doing this off of memory. The schedule for the up and coming turn has not yet been released, but we typically keep it the same. So you can anticipate similar times. How long does it take? If you're part-time, then it would be double the time. So if you're full-time, it's 11 months, and if you're part-time, it's 22 months. So the other thing with our part-time students, last term, Laura and I had many students, when they first started, they just started with 2 classes on Saturday. That was a great way for them to dip their toes in, and you can do the same. If May comes around and your employer is just not willing to work with you and you can't come at night and you just want to start on a Saturday, this is an option. You can't do the whole program on a Saturday. You'll have to eventually start coming during the week, but you can start off that way. Because term by term, you're going to choose how many classes you take and the pace that you're going. So if you want to dip your toes in when you first start and sample and see how it feels, you can, and then ramp it up later on, that's fine too. Yes. What time have been typical for those retired taking the program?
We do have retired people taking the program. I'm not sure
Yes.
exactly what that question is, but just know I have a lot of folks that are retired. They're coming to do this just to enrich their own knowledge in massage. So you're not alone if you're retired, or you're going to make friends just like everyone else. We have people of all ages and all backgrounds, like I said. So hopefully that answered your question.
Yes, sorry, I didn't know what the question was, but I want you to know our young students are in their 30s. So that's, a different environment. The ones that are really young, they've been like raised with this medicine, whether it was acupuncture, massage. We do have some young students, but traditionally the young ones are in their 30s, and then it goes up from there. So a lot of parents, a lot of adults taking care of their parents, all different types of students. For most people, this is a second, third career, something they've always wanted to do but couldn't, or maybe their family dissuaded them, and now they realize, you know what, I'm ready to. I want to be a healer. So, oh, good. I'm really glad you asked that question. Anything else?
I think that's all I see.
Well, we want to hear from you. I promise you're going to hear from us. So be sure to keep your eye out for that email. Check your junk or spam. We look forward to personally working with you. Laura, do you want to do one more thing and put our number in the chat for some folks who are not interested in email and they just want to call the old-fashioned way? You can call us too. Now we're going to log off tonight, but you can call us tomorrow.
We do sleep.
Yes. All right. All right, you beautiful souls. We are so delighted to help you every step of the way. Thanks for tuning in tonight out of your busy schedule, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Bye. Enjoy.